wonder if it's the same as the first game, where I could randomly come across two heavily armored opponents fighting, and I can loot the remains. That'd be the most ideal scenario. Ooh, little house. Malk.
God grant you health.
Some shepherd of some kind. A nest. Oh, I think, do I need to get a bow? Yeah, gotta shoot it down or whatever. Oh, how close are we? Oh, we're getting there, we're getting there. Well, sticking to the road may or may not have gotten us a better, maybe got someone to attack us and hopefully kill them. Steal all their shit. I wanted to be first. I could have curled down. Oh?
Is something wrong? Soon will be. Stop! You fucker! Show me your stuff! Go back for us, fucker! Useless.
Ow.
You won't be able to take another one like
Oh god, okay.
You want to try me? Die, you swine!
Not looking good for me.
I'm all yours!
Ah! Run!
Didn't expect that, you bastard! No chance!
Oh, of course.
Show what you're made of!
Why is there more?
You're finished, dumb grubber! Your head off! You're dead!
Ow. Okay, well, that didn't work out well.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard project and that he's what's the week I've
Skip through all this.
and that's
That sounds
I can't.
Yeah.
Was I was? He said. What do you? I've.
Same thing. Okay. Let's put all my crap on again. That's a scribe, I imagine. She's not happy with me. Go and talk to this homie again.
Hail.
What the hell? You're now welcome. A few days ago, were there you and for if you
And where did the
on the I can't. Mate,
Oh, I'm not.
ja, aber das ist also.
Alright, anything I should avoid?
That is all. So you've about though every time.
So the road.
Ja, das.
Cool.
Wiedersehen.
Off we go again.
Was that?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
I don't
Would you like me to
believe.
help you look for it.
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
Yep.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
Fucking deserve it.
Sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are
Sure
you
about that?
sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master.
Cool. Let's go
I
beat him
could
up.
tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Well then, defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am. Where are you running off to? You were supposed to give me a beating.
Oh, we're in the trees. There you go, homie.
All right.
That was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
There you go, homie. Gotta help you out by beating the shit out of you. There's an inn.
Have no fear. What a
inside.
What about the bridge behind the Jelly Tavern? We could block.
You having problems with the Jelliavites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around.
Wow.
They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And
That's
last
funny.
year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
That's rough.
Gracious. I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with.
Oh,
I'd
God.
pay you well. You can count on that.
Yeah, what do you want me to do here?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Jelliavites right away.
Do that anyway.
All right. I'll help.
Some money.
Listen up then. Old Albram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Jelliov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is, the finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective too. Now you, will give his beautiful snow white bull
Oh, God.
a nice new coat of paint.
Cow painting.
Albram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
In a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, but you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion
Oh,
in
God.
there.
3 doses.
All right, then. Albram's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Albram's going to lose his mind. I can't wait.
All
And remember,
for the
it's
pranks.
supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught. Why do you and the Zhaliov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Albram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Zhelievites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Albram came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to Zheliov.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Zhelievites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Albram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zhelievites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
Oh,
Good day.
oh, good times. Is there another person in here? I think on the outside.
Careful!
still him? What else do I gotta talk to him about?
What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge it?
What's new?
He's got a cottage near Vidlac Pond.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
you know your way around the woods, you could go and offer him your help. I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. You could also stop by and see Old Mouth. He's the local storyteller. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
Except I got no money.
Don't shout.
I'm sorry.
Welcome. Look. See you
That's
later.
him. So I got a beer. Blacksmith is down here. The other side. Ah. Oh god, where'd he go? There he is.
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Project said you might know something.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. The kind you don't just give away.
No, I don't want it just for the sake of it. I need to use it against the Zhelyov lot.
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Blockheads, both of them. And the place was just getting really nice and quiet lately. Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you out, they'll start trading punches sooner and get it all over with. Pay up, and I'll tell you the secret.
Thank you.
Oh.
So, did you want to make a deal or not?
Wouldn't you tell a fellow blacksmith? My dad was a swordsmith, and I used to help him a lot.
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now? Otherwise, you'd know the recipe by now, and you wouldn't be asking me.
All right.
I need money. No, oh, okay, that's nice and easy.
Why are you wasting my...
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
God. Yeah, let's do it.
Sure thing.
Let's try out
I
blacksmithing.
can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me?
Oh.
Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit and try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Okay.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Is heated up now, so come over to the anvil.
Holy jeebus, okay. Definitely cool.
Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. The sparks! That's the stuff. Sparks are flying nicely. Well struck. Well struck. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's some nice whistling. It's easier to forge to a rhythm, isn't it? There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done.
Interesting.
The rest is just tweaking.
Okay, interesting. It's pretty cool. D3. Not bad.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work.
Nice.
Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
It's the
By the
sound of
sparks that
sparks.
fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
That's
Thanks.
pretty whatever. I'm aware.
That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed, and there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me, but if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. They can't afford it neither.
Yeah, that's fair.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away.
Excellent.
You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day.
Yeah,
you
that's
take
fair.
care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more
Interesting, okay.
work.
Hey, my bad.
I heard you could teach me something.
Sure, why not? If you, what do you want?
Oh, okay. I gotta get some money first.
What do you have for sale?
Over here. So, the higher the yeah, the higher the number, the better, I guess. Yeah, it's better. So, hi. That's that. And
I'd
haggle.
like to discuss the price.
But of course.
Got a
What would you say to this?
9.
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Finally, a reasonable sum.
There we go.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
You told me I'd have recipes. I have to, like, learn them? Ah, whole day. There we go. X. Sure shoot. Okay, okay. That's how you do it. Oh. So. Start blacksmithing. Make a work axe. The anvil! And you apparently have to just moves it around a bit.
Well, I've got half finished.
This is interesting.
I've almost got it done.
There we go. See how all this works. Three. It's nice. So horseshoes. See how all this turns out. Oh, goodness. Horseshoes, a lot harder. Yeah, horseshoes you actually have to stop and really aim at. Seems gotta do is aim around the back part here.
Well, I'm about half done.
Eating up that metal.
Christ, what a day.
I've almost got it done.
There we go. Horseshoes, got X. Talk to homie. Yo.
Maybe next time.
That's again.
I'll have a look at the wares. like to do something about that price.
Sure, why not?
How's this?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands.
Come on.
Very well then.
Yeah.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
Maybe.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Oh no. Gotta be. Why there gotta be
Those two
trouble?
hands of yours, Venser and Franzi. What can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
Right. I'll get right on it then.
Check it out,
Go
homie.
ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Okay. Let's do that. So, yeah.
That's one sharp blade.
Aye. What is this quest still? Do I need to make more? Ah, that's not what I want to do. Oh, just ask it for health still, okay. Quest. Is this away? Actually, before I get too into it, let's do that. Oh. Ah, there it is.
People call
Oh,
you the
this
map.
is
I'm not
mouth.
now, Bughead.
I'm sorry.
Pleased to meet you. You were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's
That
a
was
lot of
terrifying.
hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
Oh god. Only have 10.9 groshens here.
You know what?
Come back another day. Wrong button. This one. So I gotta go back down that road. Go over. There's a new quest over there. He's still... I need to help him. That's that. Oh yeah, I guess I'll go and try to do that quest.
That's a fine maypole.
Fine maple. Can't do the greetings to you either. Run, Henry. Oh wait, did I gain levels? I did an agility. Agility from 2 in general if you have agility. Wait, ball damage is reduced by 30. I don't imagine I'll be falling often, but hey, let's do that. Oh, wrong button. This one. Thing. Ooh, craftsmanship is almost leveled though. That's minimum level 8. Not having a horse. Oh. La la la. Had a lovely day. Nice and sunny. Good time for a jog down the road. Hopefully there are no bandits that show up. It's crossed.
Hey, Hans!
Are you talking to me?
Who else? Kutenberg, the Hangman's Halter? You really don't remember? Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Kutenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market.
Okay.
We nearly crossed swords at
You're
the cattle market
insane.
in the morning. But
Cuckoo for
some
Cocoa
evening we were
Puffs,
getting
homie.
boozed up together at the Hangman's Halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Kuttenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Kutenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
I'm curious to see your wares.
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like. But something might catch your eye.
What a garbage you got? A wanderer's pouch. Oh, interesting. Okay. And lockpicks. Blacksmith and cobblers. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, see you later, homie.